Okay. Chapter 9, day 8. It's the last day of this chapter. What we're going to look at is how do we find exact values? We've done exact values in the past. But how do we find exact values for angles that are greater than 90? So if we have an angle greater than 90 degrees, how do we get exact values for that? So for example, the question might say, find the exact value of cosine 150. Alright, so first thing we have to do, step number 1. Draw the angle in standard position. So first we got to draw the 150 degree angle. So 150 degrees puts it over here in quadrant 2. Alright, so this is 150. Alright. Find the reference angle. Okay, so I'm going to drop my perpendicular, and here's my reference angle. Well, if this is 150 and all the way is 180, I know my reference angle is 30 degrees. Reference angle is 30. Well, if this is a 30 degree angle, now I can label the sides of the triangle, including the proper signs positive or negative. So if this is a 30 degree angle, I know that if this is a unit circle, this is 1. The side opposite the 30 is a half. And if this is 30, then that's 60. And so this is square root of 3 over 2. And in this quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. I'll leave that, I don't have to put a plus sign there. But you need to know your special triangles. The cosine of 30, square root of 3 over 2, the sine of 30 is a half. So, I drew the angle, I found the reference angle, I labeled the sides of the triangle. Select the correct value. So now I go back, cosine. Cosine is my x. So, the cosine of my x value is negative square root of 3 over 2. And that's my answer. So, I have to, if the angle is bigger than 90, I have to think of more about my reference angle. And then according to my reference angle, cosine of 150 is the same thing as cosine 30. We talked about this yesterday. And it's negative cos 30. So that's negative radical 3 over 2. Take a look at one more and then we'll move on. So, tangent of 300. Well, let's draw a 300 degree angle. 300, so I'm over here. Again, always drop it to the x-axis, perpendicular. If this is 300, okay, this is 300, then my reference angle right here has to be 60. Okay? So my reference angle is 60. Now, I know what the tangent of 60 degrees is, and I can just get the answer that way, or I can still fill in the triangle. Side opposite 30 is a half, side opposite 60 is the square root of 3 over 2, but this is negative because we went downward. So, tangent, opposite over adjacent, negative square root of 3 over 1. It's just the negative square root of 3, and there's your answer. So this is all about just how do we find exact values. I'm not going to type this into the calculator and get a decimal because it wants an exact value, and when it says exact value, they want these fractions with radicals in them, or maybe not radicals in them, but definitely not decimals. Okay? And that's that.